So I look at this equation on question 16, and I'm looking at this here. This looks like completed. We've done completing the square. So we're going to do completing the square on this side, and then hopefully we'll get to equate some of the values. So this expression here, 2x squared take away 2bx plus 7a. First of all, we need to get rid of this coefficient of x squared. So we multiply, take 2 out as a factor. 2 times x squared is 2x squared. This just becomes bx, and this becomes 7 over 2a. Now I'm leaving that as a top heavy fraction because I'm going to have to multiply by 2 later on anyway. But you can change it to 3.5 if you want. Now, complete the square on this. I put in x and take away, and I take half of the x term away. So I'm going to go b over 2x. B over 2, sorry. And then all squared. Now, that x take away b over 2 squared is going to be like this. Now, if I do the FOIL on this, I get x squared, I get take away b over 2x, take away b over 2x, and I get plus b squared over 4. So in total I get x squared, b over 2, b over 2 and b over 2, or negative b over 2 plus negative b over 2 is going to be negative b. It's like half and half. So that's going to be take away bx, and that's plus b squared over 4. So we don't want this b squared over 4. So we're going to take away b squared over 4 to make up for that. This plus 7 over 2a stays where it is. Now we're going to get rid of that. We're going to times everything in here by 2. So 2 goes on the outside of this bracket, and 2 gets multiplied by that. Now that is going to be b squared over 2 rather than 4, so it'll be 2 quarters, so it'll be 1/2. And this becomes 7a, so the times in it by 2 again gets me to 7a back. Now you should notice, if you look at what this equation is, the right side of this equation is, then we have something that looks very similar now. We've got this 2 lots of and this bracket here. So if you see, the x take away b over 2 is the same as this x take away a, and this bit here is the same as this bit here. So this b over 2 is the same as a equals b over 2, or better still, if we divide both sides, times both sides by 2, we get 2a equals b. And that's one of my equations that I'm going to use in the simultaneous equation in a minute. This here, the negative b squared over 2 plus 7a is the same as this 3 up here. So we just highlight that. That's that bit and that bit are the same. And then that bit and that bit are also the same. Let's multiply everything by 2 here to make it a bit better. So that's negative b squared plus 14a equals 6. Let's turn it into something that looks a little bit more like a quadratic. So let's take away 6 from both sides. Negative b squared plus 14a take away 6 equals 0. Now I'm going to substitute this in. So you know how b is the same as 2a? Right, well I can either substitute that into there and get, you know, this 2a, well, 7 lots of this would be 14a, so this would be the same as 7b. Or I could replace this b squared here with 2a all squared, and I'm going to do that. So I get negative 4a squared plus 14a take away 6 equals 0. Just going to make everything not negative there, or the a squared not negative, by multiplying everything by -1. So that flips the sign of everything. I'm going to divide by 2. And then I'm going to factorise. So I've got 2a and a. I've got two numbers that add up to 3 and times together to make 3 and add together to make -7 when multiplied by these two. So this has to be positive and this has to be negative. So I'm going to have a negative and a negative and a negative. So let's think. The two numbers that times together to make 3 are going to be 3 and 1. So if I do the 3 times the 2, that's -6, and the 1 times the a, that's the 1, so that's -7. So there we are. So 2a take away 1 equals 0 to solve. 2a equals 1, that means a equals a half. So a could be a half. And a take away 3 equals 0 is another solution. That means a equals 3, so my other one was there. Now, this little equation here deals with a and b, so 2 lots of a is b. 2 lots of half is 1, 2 lots of 3 is 6.